Hey you guys, it's Britt tonight. We're here with a quick update on the Dougherty Dozen. Alicia recently took her youngest child on a 7-store shopping spree because the child is turning 7 years old. It was as unbelievable as it sounds, but we're going to go over it. And I also want to talk about how she's allowing her youngest child and one of her other younger children to already get into this avenue of content creating where I just have a whole lot of issues with it. But either way, we're going to talk for a few. So if you're interested, please keep watching. All right, you guys, so as anyone could have predicted, Alicia has still not learned the lesson that buying your children a bunch of nonsensical garbage for their birthday, for a beach trip, for Christmas, whatever it is, buying them all of this crap does not equate to love and undivided time and attention with your children. Every single thing this woman does where she thinks that it's spending quality time with her kids is literally like drowning in dollar bills. Nothing is ever just, let's go to the park, just you and I. Let's go and go to the library and, you know, check out some books that are free, just you and I. Let's go to the beach, just you and I. It's shopping, spending a bunch of money that, you know, in my opinion is just, it's the same old song and dance. These kids have so much crap that is not valuable. It's not going to be of interest, you know, even a couple weeks from now. But she calls shopping sprees and blowing a bunch of money her, you know, style of parenting. And anytime somebody has any questions or feedback for her, it's always, it's none of your business. Even though we know that you have stepped on the backs of your children to get where you are, and you're posting public content showing spending said money. You know, you claim that they have Coogan accounts. I don't even know if that's true. If it is, that's good. But at the root of this, it's still buying them an insane amount of crap is not going to further, you know, your bond. It's not going to create positive memories for these kids. Even though I've said this many times before, I want to make it very clear that I am not against parents making content online about being parents. But when your children are the reason people are clicking and the reason people are interested, that's the problem. Share all the parenting content you want, but when you're building empires by utilizing your children and posting their entire lives on Front Street for public consumption, I think it's weird. And I always have, and I always will. At the end here, you can see that she bought, you know, a bunch of toys, you know, Barbie dolls. She also took her to Ulta and Sephora. This is a 7-year-old child. What 7-year-old child has any business buying or applying skincare? Give the child a chapstick and send them on their way. Why are we creating 10-step skincare routines for literal children? Because that is not normal. Now, like I said earlier, she also has allowed 2 of the younger kids to start making content, and she's posting it on their Dougherty Dozen page. The youngest is doing get ready with her for school, where she's sitting there talking to the camera, like putting, you know, her skincare on, and it just feels so wrong. It feels so wrong to teach your children that this is some kind of like normal kind of behavior. None of this is normal. None of this is, you know, should be applauded or even respected, because again, I think that it's all just far too much.
Ready with me for school. So first, I'm going to use Watermelon Touchwind. Last night, we organized my vanity, and I have like a little list up there. Okay. And then we're going to use the eye roller that goes like under your eyes, so your eyes don't get puffy. There. It's cold in there. Next, we're going to use face mist. Just do it on my cheek and head. Like, but I do it one at a time because I don't want it to get in my eyeballs. Because last time I did that in my eyeballs stinged.
I guess she's trying to recreate Ryan's, Ryan's world with her other, one of her sons, who's now making this STEM education content. Like, he's a kid, he's not educating anyone. And, you know, he's also being put on camera to make content. I think, in my opinion, Alicia knows that her relevancy has been dwindling for quite some time, and she's in too deep now. She's in too deep where she can't take the kids off of social media, because then the relevancy for her and the money will nosedive and it'll be all gone, because she as a person is not interesting enough. She has not created content to hold anyone's interest. People are interested in her kids and the money that she's blowing. And I see that she is still doing these mini fridge restocks. Let's watch the one that she posted today. She never really shows her oldest kid because he's obviously now away at college, and the content that he is making, I use the word cringe a lot, and I think that it definitely fits the kind of content that he's making. He's over here lip syncing very poorly at that, songs that have to do with you know, sex activities, and just ugh. The oldest, whom is now obviously an adult because he is in college, Alex, you know, on top of just cringy content, he also, I saw this video where he posted on Snap that he had too much to drink and decided to share it with the world. Alicia's fans will call her a good mom, and I have never gotten a good answer out of any of them. What makes her a good mom? Because if you're talking about she has a home and she feeds her children, that's her job. And if we're talking about creating a good, positive bond, and you think that comes because she spends a bunch of money on her kids, that is just absolutely incorrect. And never forget that, in my opinion, if she was truly a good mom, she would not have utilized her kids to build an empire so that she can make money off of them. The last thing I want to say about this is, I've questioned this many times before, but I really wonder how the Dougherty kids' classmates feel about her, you know, kids being plastered all over TikTok and YouTube. I do wonder, and I hope that the kids are not being made fun of or picked on because of what Alicia has chosen to do, because that's not fair, that's not cool. And it's just been a question that I've wondered for quite a while. What do the classmates really think about the Dougherty kids? And are they treated differently because Alicia is so cringe? You know, someone I recently thought about was Mom Uncharted. I still follow her, but I never see her come up on my FYP like she used to all of the time. Do you guys follow her? Is she still, like, I could watch the videos myself, but is she still pretty consistent with like her outlook and the content that she's delivering? I want to check in and see what's been going on with that, because I do see that her views are down, and like I said, I never see her popping up on my FYP, and she used to all the time. But either way, that's a complete random thought. But that's what's going on with Alicia and the nonsense. I've had enough. So for now, if you like the video, please leave a like and a comment. And if you'd like to see more from me in the future, please subscribe. I'll see you guys soon. Bye.